Hi guys, it's Jill and the SSW rules team. We are here we are recording the sprint review number 40. It's 94, sorry. Let's jump on the sprint review emails. So last sprint, we had two goals. One is to move the content repository of rules on another repo and link it to our POC repo, which has been done. We wanted to have a live POC demo, but we didn't get the chance to have it done. The sprint duration was 1 week because Hugo and I were on NDC Oslo, and Baba has left the project for 2 weeks, and he will be on client work for the next 2 weeks as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you get rid of the ribbon, please?
Yep, sure. There it is. And now let's move to the backlog. We got two big PBI done by Chloe during this sprint. Let's move on to the first one. Chloe, maybe you want to talk about it?
Yes.
That's that one.
So we've completed all the core components for the Tina integration, including box, video, and email figure. So the next step is to convert the existing Markdown file into MDX and replace all the Gatsby components with the Tina equivalent. So I'm currently working on the script to handle this conversion.
So you're writing a script that's going to modify all the Markdown files on all the rules?
Yes.
Can you just give me an example of some of the changes to the Markdown?
For example, we have some Gatsby component, like for the good example, bad example, and we need to convert this into Tina components. Like we need to use Tina. We need to convert it to MDX compatible format.
Right. Okay. And is this script or method or information that you have? Is that public anywhere? Like on is it on maybe a Tina doc? How to convert from Gatsby Markdown to Tina Markdown?
I do push my script to the repository. Gilles, maybe you can show that.
Yep, sure.
But sorry, what I'm trying to get to, Chloe, is anyone that converts from Gatsby to Tina must undergo this change, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then we need to make it public on one of the docs, I think.
Yeah, we can.
Even in the case of Tina docs, that would be a great script to have my hands on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just putting comments here.
You should be as the presenter and Scrum Master, Gilles, you should be asking someone else to do this.
Yeah, sure. Can anybody write that down on that comment here? I'm just putting the link on the chat. Yeah, cool. This is the link. Put it in the chat. All right. Any question for that topic, Adam? Can we move forward?
Yeah, no, just think of it in terms of a generic thing, Chloe, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's document that script. All right.
And I'd certainly like to understand all the differences, and that should be on the documentation, or even just a couple of examples. Because really, in the perfect world, Markdown should be Markdown. All these different flavors of Markdown is annoying. Yeah.
Right.
So basically, Chloe, you've been working on the data. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And did you know that at the beginning of the project, or you've kind of just discovered it?
I know that at the beginning of the project.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right. Can we move forward? Let's go. The other big PBI done is that one as well. Chloe, can you talk about it too?
Yes. So now for our POC project, we are fetching content from a separate repository, which is SSW rules content. So this is just like our actual rules project. One repository is used to manage the code, the project, and another repository to manage the content. That's it.
Sorry. So you're using new repos?
No, we are using the existing repo for the content.
We just linked the content to our POC repository to make all the rules appear on our POC and categories.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Not really, but it's okay.
Okay. Can we move forward? Any question left? Yeah, cool. Let's go back to here. And we still get some in progress. We move it to the sprint 95. Any question about that PBI, that backlog, Adam?
About what was done?
Those two have been done. That's the two we talk about.
Yeah.
We talked just now.
I don't know. I think there's plenty to ask, but you could volunteer some information. Did you not? Did you like? I've just come from a sprint review where almost everything was done, and only 2 were done, and like a third were touched. That seems like a lot of ones to start, and then a third weren't even.
Yeah. So those
touched. Like,
those aren't really PBIs. Those are parents PBI because this is how it's working on GitHub repository, and those are still in progress. But 2 of them, this one is the one Chloe is working on it. It's the migration MD to MDX. This one is in progress because it's a topic about the authentication and bookmark. This one as well, it's the topic.
But did you really start all these ones? Wouldn't you, if you've only got a couple of people working on it, wouldn't the 2 people work on one PBI until it's done, and then like swarming on them? It just looks like a lot were started when you see that many in progress.
Yeah, yeah. As I said, those has been already created, but just pending because we wanted to have some extra information, like that design and a new design topic, and as well the authentication and bookmark topic.
Well, I don't believe you've done any work on that, have you?
No, I just started to investigate about the authentication, and we put it in progress just to remind that we want to talk about it.
Oh, well, you don't put it in progress just to remind you. What I do is I look at it and then ask a question, like send me a question. Do we have to do it or not do it or whatever? So that you know, then you have more information on whether you start it.
Another way, two other ways to manage this. So you either don't put it at all in the backlog and that's it pretty much, or you leave it as ready and not in progress. Another way is to mark it as blocked if you need information, just so it's visible that you're pending info. And the last way to do it is if your investigation is going to take some time and you know there's going to be a lot of back and forth, just create a spike for it.
Okay, yeah, sure. You're right.
And so you can close that spike. So it's another done in that backlog because you've done the spike.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. You're right. Good point.
I know.
Now we are here. Maybe we can also talk about the two topics I mentioned. Before the recording, we talked about the new design, who Hugo is working on it. We wanted to be sure that what we have to do with that. And Adam confirmed that we keep the design as it is, and we will migrate the new design later on. Do you confirm, Adam?
Yes, we can do this new design afterwards.
Yeah. So let's close that topic. And there is another topic we talked about, is about the authentication and keeping the bookmark feature on SSW rules. I'm talking about that feature here, like bookmarking any rules and finding it on our SSW profile.
Yeah.
Did I click? Not sure what is happening here, but normally, yeah, you are landing here with all your bookmark. Adam confirmed us before the recording that we keep that feature and the authentication. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And let's go back to our sprint sprint review email. Any topic you want to talk about, guys, on that backlog here? No? Okay, all good. About the timesheet data, we have Christian and a little bit of Baba. We still don't have our data in France. And about the release, no release yet in production because we're still working on the POC. About the AI usage, Hugo used Copilot and ChatGPT, and Chloe and I used GPT and Yakshava. And let's move on to the sprint retro. What went well? Hugo and I were happy to have a separate repo for the content, working one, and Christian is happy with the format script. What did not go so well? Chloe was alone, so not so many supports here, and Baba has left the project for 2 weeks and 2 more weeks
maybe
from
more.
now
Sorry,
on.
guys.
Sorry, what?
Or what?
Maybe more than 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe more, yeah. Yeah. Okay. And Christian said it would have been good to see the live performance. Anything else, guys? Do you have something to add, Adam? Jean?
No.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Your first didn't go so well. Not so much support, not so many instead of many. Yep. That's a small thing, but triggers me. Yeah, the other thing is obviously there's not a lot of done, but also too much ongoing work. Too much in progress. Too many in progress.
I just have a quick question. I missed why the you had some items with 0 estimation. I've never seen that before usually.
Let's just move to
it could be my fault. Just saying.
Oh no, I'm just curious.
We've got some parent rules like this one, for instance, and it's just like a hub for sub PBIs. So this one has 0 estimates, and all the sub PBIs are actual PBIs.
Yeah, okay, I see. Usually we wouldn't add our epics to the sprint backlog because of this, but like we will like sometimes show off the epics in their own section and show the progress. And I know Yakshaver does that too.
All right.
So maybe just like suggestion, because then it makes it look like you guys have allocated more if you guys have them each week in and out, especially if there's numerous epics or something like that going on.
Yeah, I could get rid of those 0 from the sprints. Yeah, I think
Or
I'm
just
gonna
like
do that.
if
Just
they're
extra
epics, I don't
noise.
think they're
Yeah.
included.
Can't you put them elsewhere? And I'm not sadly not super familiar with GitHub backlogs, because I'm old school. Too old perhaps. Can't you put them as epics? Just like, oh, you can. There's a notion of epics, right?
Yes.
Or you should look into this then.
Yeah. I will fix that for the next sprint to make less noise for during the sprint.
And just a tiny little note, Josh. It's not that uncommon to have 0 value PBIs for certain type of PBIs, but that's my flavor. So maybe I'm a bad influence. I know Adam disagrees.
Yeah, I can add that here.
Move epic or transform epic PBIs into epics, into proper epics.
Transform to to actual epics. What did you say, John?
Just transform epic PBIs into proper epics.
Yeah, proper epics.
Sean, in what instance would I use a 0 effort PBI?
I knew you were going to ask.
I'm not trying to challenge you. I just want to know.
I don't want that on recording to begin with, and also that's a big segue. So, but I'm happy to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Look, I would refer you. We have a rule on this, but I think it is when you have duplicates is the only good one.
No.
So you have a few that are basically the same one, and the main one has the estimate, and the others are just linked. And when you close that one off, you close off all the others.
All right, you're forcing my hand here. I strongly disagree. In instances, I would use 0 effort PBIs to reflect a work that is completely outside of my team or of my personal backlog, but still a requirement or a dependency. Say, I need Bupa's or any client's infrastructure team to spin up a server, whatever, like an Azure resource or whatever. I can't do it because they do it. Then this is a prerequisite to some of my work, so I would reflect it in the backlog. However, it's not technically efforts for my team, so it's a 0 effort PBI. Things like that. But I know this is unorthodox. Let's put it this way.
Yep.
But
okay.
But right, Kainmar approved my vision. So
all right. Was
I'm
he surprised by it?
No.
Oh, okay.
He hated me for saying that in public in his training, though.
Right. Thank you.
Can we move to the forecast sprint, Emil?
Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you. Cool. Yes. All right.
I think let's aim for a backlog that has lots of green ticks. Yeah. Maybe it was NDC interrupting the flow, or maybe it was your French president's wife that got smacked around. I mean, I'm sorry, she does the
she smacked the president. Do you mean his wife or his grandma? I'm not sure.
Oh.
That's confused.
I couldn't believe it. He was 40. He's in his 40s and she's in her 70s. My goodness gracious!
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's crazy what power can. No, actually, no, it's not really. No, it should be the opposite way around. It doesn't work.
But it was funny, unusual, peculiar. Anyway.
So I added as a sprint goal, aim for more PBIs done. And we also added having a live POC demo to show you. Any other idea, Adam, for sprint goals? All good. Okay, the next sprint duration will be 1 week. And this is our sprint backlog.
Okay, all right.
All right. And I think this is it for...
Way too big. Way too big.
Way too big.
You're gonna hit the exact same problem as we've done for the last 3 sprints. Reduce
Let's
it.
hope you don't.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's our capacity already.
Yeah, but we are all here now. NDC kind of mess our sprints.
No, call me the prophet.
Okay. Anyway, let's see. But Chloe, what I do want to make sure is with that one that I asked you about the data migration, I think it would be useful if you recorded a video just walking through. This is Gatsby's Markdown. This is Tina's one. This is what you need to do. You run this script and it's all fixed. It's nice and easy. Something like that. But explain what the problem is, because I think a lot of people are not going to expect that the Markdown is different when they switch.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, so I think this is it for our sprint review. As always, this video will be uploaded on our SSW Rules channel, YouTube channel. Thanks everyone, and I see you on the next week.
Thanks, Jill. See you.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Okay.
Still recording.
Recording.